You're a bullshitter. You're a propagandist.
Sorry, that's just anti-trans.
Anyway, the next one is Surus, who is a male who has this avatar, so that's great. Epoch Times terrible anti-trans propaganda. I don't know much about the Epoch Times. I'm guessing right-wing news source, because this person, as far as I know, leans left. I haven't seen any of that stuff in a while. They also call themselves a skeptic. Do you know what a skeptic is in 2024? 2024? Do you know what a skeptic is in 2024? A skeptic is someone who is skeptical about religion and extremely unskeptical about gender ideology, and those are the two things they talk about. Anyway, Epoch Times. Far-right international multi-language newspaper and media company. Falun Gong, I don't know much about them. I just need a quick taste, because I know this person's going to poison the well as much as
if you're going to vote, then you want to go for somebody who's going to advance the CCP's agenda.
And what's the long-term goal here? Because the Chinese Communist Party seems to do more than just influence the next election.
What is playing?
Well, the long-term goal is to weaken the United States.
You know what? The Epoch Times fucking sucks. But let's see what this person says anyway. Nothing, because I muted them. Everyone is religious, especially YouTube atheists. True. Okay, Epoch Times, Surus, let's go.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this recent bit of propaganda from the Epoch Times. Now, for those who don't know what the Epoch Times is a conservative-ish, conspiracy theory-minded news organization that is funded by Chinese interests, Chinese nationalistic interests. So I say that so that you know where the money's coming from. And you also know that I don't like them. I'm going to poison that well right now. And now that I've poisoned that well, let's get into the fan art section.
Listen, I don't need to point out these trends in this kind of content because they'll do it for us. Male person, you can hear the voice, you can see the avatar. No, I've no idea what the fuck that's all about. But sure, whatever. That's what you want to look like, apparently, so hey.
To do so is to drop it into the fan art section of the Discord. With that all said, let's go ahead and get right into the topic today. This one, like I said, comes to us courtesy of the Epoch Times. It's called Gender Transformation, The Untold Realities. It's an official trailer. Let's go ahead and cut off our background music and just focus on this.
Do you think you'd be happier as a boy?
My mom would never allow it.
Maybe like the stream. You should like the stream. Well, this is an extremely good, like, all the fucking trannies of this shit.
God, that's fucking terrifying. That's terrifying. You just have, like, that imagery in the background. Do you think you'd be happier as a boy? And then suddenly they've got the knife there as if that's the very first thing that happens when somebody transitions. Do you know how many people haven't actually had a gender-affirming surgery and yet pass completely? Do you know how many people that is?
Wow, amazing point. It's almost like you can't see people's penises when they're in clothes. Amazing.
There's quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot. Sarah Trigger says, LOL, Falun Gong. Yup. Yup. The Falun Gong is the organization that funds the Epoch Times.
Apparently voice surgery is at high risk of losing the ability to speak, which is why many of them don't have it. The only one I'd ever heard of before I looked it up was something to do with, like, it was called like glottoplasty or something, not glotter something. It was to do with something in your throat that you can, like, get something done to so it'll raise the pitch of your voice. But it'll also make you sound quite a lot like this, I think. So not many people do that either. I haven't heard about the potential for losing your ability to speak, but yeah. To me, this guy sounds like every YouTuber who does the same thing as this.
It's abuse.
Oh, you can't hear me cry. See my dreams all die.
I'm gonna get fucking copyright, aren't I?
Sweetie, please.
No, I need you to leave. Become enemy number.
Hold on. Who's this?
Masquerading.
Person saying that they're just masquerading. Walt Heyer, author / detransitioner. Where do I know that name from?
Oh, here we go, more poisoning the well. I've heard about this guy and he did this. Therefore, we don't need to listen to anything he has to say. Interestingly, that means that everything that's been going on here that he could have been commenting on, he's still not commenting on because he's talking about other shit and then moving on, acting as if he doesn't have to now address that point. It's a very, very, very common thing.
Hold on. Have we covered this person before? Have we covered them before? Their author, Walthire Ministries, Rethinking Transgenderism. They're an American author, and apparently they are an activist and speaker who underwent gender reassignment surgery, lived for 8 years as a trans woman before detransitioning in 1991.
What a terrible person.
She was born in 1940 in Los Angeles. As a child, I don't care about most of this. Honestly, we got a bibliography here. They made a 2019 opinion column in USA Today that was cited as one of the paper's 10 most read articles.
Here's the thing, if you're reading something, first off, you can put it on screen. It's not very difficult. Second off, if there's a bunch of shit you don't care about, then cut that part out. Because if you don't care about it, then it doesn't need to be there.
Of the year and generated multiple published letters in response. The column, let's see here, in June 2020, YouTube role. It's because the story is detailed in the 2018 book when the book for overemphasizing detransition, for creating a career for himself of advocating against transgender equality based on his ex-trans narrative. Okay, so
wait, what? I've skipped. Suddenly I'm like, what the fuck is this? My god, this is What is a Woman 2.0. And because I've compared it to What is a Woman, I don't have to take it seriously or think that it has any merit whatsoever.
In the 2018 book When Harry Became Sally. The now defunct progressive news website Think Progress criticized the book for overemphasizing detransition, for creating...
Oh, so is he going to immediately side with whatever they're saying?
A career for himself of advocating against transgender equality based on his ex-trans narrative. Okay, so I remember you. So this is basically a person who has built a career of saying, this is my experience with being trans or not being trans. You write the book on that. Don't fucking care. And what they've decided to do with that is say that this is how everybody is. This is how it is.
Is that true?
For everybody. Everybody who is ever trans ever has gone through exactly what they went through.
When did they say that? Let's see the screenshot. Let's hear the quote.
Except that's not the case. A lot of people's trans journeys are completely different from each other. They have some similarities, but not all the same.
This is the other reason I hate allies. No one needs this fucking explaining. Just say what your fucking point is. This video is so slow. Why is it taking this long? Like, how much of this trailer is this person actually watched? I'm so fucking bored. Please.
Trans people figure it out because they experience an intense form of gender euphoria. Some people figure it out because of dysphoria.
Gender euphoria. The voice and the avatar clash so hard it's unreal. Oh, thank you. Hi, Snowfall Eternal. How you doing?
On the other end, in fact, actually, more people than not experience that one. It's why we started doing
cartoon that looks very heavily sexualized. This person isn't actually trans, they're a man.
Medical research into transitioning in the first place to try to alleviate.
Why are you telling us all this? Like, show me what you have on this person that's true. I don't care about any of this. I don't need Trans 101 to be explained to me by fucking cisgender people every time they talk about literally any tiny thing. It's like, this guy did this. Here's a fucking lecture on shit that you literally fucking lived through. Non-trans stuff. Is there any left? Probably not.
Those things. Some people go through surgeries. Some people don't. Some people feel pressure from their peers. Some people don't. It's amazing how it is. The human experience.
Yeah, you haven't even established that that's what this person said yet. You haven't shown anything. All we've got is them on here, and you talking about them reading off something that wasn't even privy to us.
Varied as it is. This is the type of person that tries to speak for conservative think tanks and make them all agree that,
as far as I can tell, it's completely made up.
Every trans experience is the same, and they are all faking it.
Gender euphoria is way more common in trans men because euphoria is kind of a feeling you get when you start taking testosterone because you have a lot more energy. You've got a lot more get up and go.
I'm just going to go ahead and say right now, I have plenty of friends who are trans.
I've fucking called this. This is what these people do, okay? Someone appears who's saying some point that they don't like, and they're like, oh, that person's name's Walt Heyer. Let me do a bit of reading about that person. Oh, this thing, that means I can ignore everything they ever have to say ever. someone criticized them for overgeneralizing their own experience, that means they must think that their transition is the only way anyone can transition and that it's bad for everyone. Don't show anything, just fucking shit talk people so that you've convinced your stupid as fuck audience that you've got a reason to just disregard everything this person says. 33rd hand embarrassment. Fair enough.
And I can't think of any of them really who were faking it so much. And I don't know. Maybe I have a different perspective now as somebody who's, you know, dating somebody.
If AGPs experience gender euphoria, this will be blood rushing to the penis.
Somebody who's trans. But I don't think she's faking it really either. And not in any way. But okay, sure, why not?
Faking what?
Walt hire, everybody.
It's the same thing.
Sweetie, please.
No, I need you to leave.
So, yeah, what did this Walt hire person say? Have they engaged in it at all? When do parents become enemy number one? Didn't talk about that at all. It does actually feel like a lot of these TRA types have zero empathy for parents because they, for some reason, want them to make the right decision with their own fucking children. That have got nothing to do with people like this. People like this almost never have kids, by the way.
Hold on. Who's this?
We're just masquerading. I mean, do I not kind of grow my hair out and wear makeup and wear certain kinds of clothes to masquerade, to imitate womanhood? Because that's what I have available to me as someone who is not female.
When did parents become enemy number one?
This is all.
I mean, parents aren't really enemy number one in any meaningful way.
Not engaging. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, he must think his audience is so dumb, man.
Okay, sure.
Coming from the top.
Oh, so it's so patronizing. Oh, I don't see it, but okay, sure. Maybe this is just a sore point because I've heard this from like people I used to think were my friends and stuff. People I thought I was actually cool with. And every time I talk about some of this bizarre shit that people are on that makes no sense to me, and some of the shit people do and say, it's like, oh, I haven't seen any of that. It's like, fuck off. I'm saying it's happened. You can take me at my word and actually have a fucking conversation with me about it because it's something clearly troubling me, but you've got no fucking empathy and you don't give a shit about other people. That's why you don't want to engage. It's the same for this person. I bet this person will routinely fucking shit on any fucking parents of kids when these parents aren't really pro them fucking transitioning. It's their kid. It's got nothing to do with you. But sure.
The major.
They're talking to the younger crowd. They probably are, and that makes it even more troubling. Like, we should not be filling, like, children's heads with this fucking garbage. That's extremely irresponsible.
Parents aren't real. Hi. Oh, wow, that's not where that's supposed to be for that. Hello.
Hello.
That was unplanned. Hi.
Just like most of kids in America.
Yeah, like me.
Oh, that's him. That's him. Okay, here we go. This face, same person.
Planned. Hi.
Just like most of kids in America.
Yeah, like me. No, I'm doing a topic real quick while I'm waiting on steak to thaw. I have broccoli in butter that is currently on low venison steaks on. Oh, hi, Gigi. Come on. Hello.
Same person. Listen, you don't have to be trans to be an AGP, just saying.
To corporations, they're transing by kids. Always, apparently. So the thinking is I'm kind of anti-parent in a way. I'm anti-parents thinking they own and control children. So...
Thinking is I am kinda anti-parent in a way. I'm anti-parents thinking they own and control their children. These people are such fucking liars. This is just fucking Twitter again. This is just taking Twitter and expanding it to further parts of the fucking internet. It's complete bullshit. This is stupid. My stance is that gender euphoria and gender dysphoria are two sides of the same coin. Define either of those things.
This is the struggle that happens every generation, right? Every generation has something that happens that kids want to be able to do and parents rebel against. A few generations ago, it was miscegenation. It was kids who were black and white wanting to get together and parents...
Oh, nice. We're mixing race into the mix, and this isn't even the black guy, so...
deciding that that's just not the way things were done back in my day, so I don't want you to do that.
Giving me a fucking every time. just be normal. Oh my god, just be normal. Just talk like a normal person. Please, do one thing for me. I know you're an ally. I know that people that call themselves skeptic in 2024 are complete fucking morons. But please, it wasn't even 2024, it was 2023. But I'm begging you.
But that's not really how human beings operate. You love who you're gonna love.
Source. There it is.
Generations ago, it was miscegenation. It was kids who were black and white wanting to get together and parents deciding that that's just not the way things were done back in my day, so I don't want you to do that. But that's not really how human beings operate. You love who you're going to love, which leads into the next
This has got nothing to do with anything, but sure.
thing. Some kids realized they were gay or bi or pan, and they wanted to explore that, and then parents had to figure out...
Did it start with kids? I don't know about this. I can see why this person tends to use kids and like girls and boys and stuff like this, because this is their avatar, and yet, well, you've seen it, whatever.
Well, they were going to handle that one, and, you know, that's where...
I don't get why these types need to make their videos as unwatchable as possible. I don't know. Maybe younger people like this kind of shit, but the fact that this is aimed at kids at all is shocking to me. I don't know, this person shouldn't be talking to kids. They have nothing they can tell kids that their parents shouldn't be telling them, that their school shouldn't be telling them, or their friends, or literally anyone else except this person. That's how I feel.
Where we got all of the really, really homophobic, it's just a phase, you're just going through a phase, or, you know, for people who are bi or pan, you just can't make up your mind, when really you just kind of like penis and vagoo equally. More on that later. So, every single generation, there is something that parents...
He thinks this is a deep point. This is not a deep point. What are you talking about?
End up grappling with. It is not the norm for when they were growing up, but kids are doing more now, and it's just how it's going to be.
It's on like 1.75 because this is the slowest video I've ever seen already. Every time he tries to make a point, it has to come with some fucking trans 101 or fucking history lesson that I didn't ask for, and to be honest, think I understood better than they do anyway, so why they're thinking they have to tell me this shit is baffling. But I guess, well, someone said it was for like younger people, so I guess that's the thing. So yeah, your kids might be having their heads filled with shit by this person, as opposed to the last person, or the person before, or the person before. However far you want to go back into the stream, because most of these people are like this. There's some good trans creators. Most of these allies are not good at all, and that's why I'm starting to scrutinize them so much.
Till the end of time, right? What we need to focus on is not whether or not it was something that was done back in your day when you were a kid. We need to focus on whether or not it is harmful. And let's see here, dating a black person...
Transitioning children, yes, that's harmful. Anyone that's fucking detransitioned, completely changed in some ways by their transition, that's harm. There's harm on both sides of the equation, and there's only... That's the only way you can fucking talk about this shit. If you stop kids from transitioning, yeah, you could say there'll be harm there. I know the arguments and so on, so I won't make them right now. If you say that transitioning kids harms kids, then yeah, obviously. If you don't believe that, you're probably in a cult. Let's see what it goes. Let's see what it goes for.
Person, not harmful. Being gay, not harmful.
Being gay, not harmful. I mean, I don't know. Maybe for the people you're fucking, it might be. I don't even know what he means by harmful, because we don't describe, we don't define terms, we just spit them out. Me personally, I don't think people should talk about harm in this way, and just completely undefined harm. This is harmful. I don't think that's a good way of talking about it myself.
So as it turns out, being trans, not harmful. Weird how that works.
Being trans, not harmful. So Griffin Sivaret didn't get phalloplasties till they died. Richie Herron didn't get completely fucked up by gender affirming care, or that Yarden Silvera who killed himself over it, feeling like he'd been completely betrayed. Being trans doesn't harm anyone. So every detransitioner that now has no fucking biological function whatsoever, whether they want one or not, because they probably made this decision as fucking kids, let's be honest, they're not harmed. This is completely cooked. You're not an ally. You're a bullshitter. You're a propagandist.
Being gay, not harmful. And as it turns out, being trans, not harmful. Weird how that works.
It's governments, politicians.
You have a pipeline. It's also
It's this easy for these people, and that's why it makes it so fucking terrifying that they probably do talk to kids. These people are probably, you can't get fined for misgendering. In Canada, you can't. It turns out in Germany, you fucking can. So your fucking arguments are like out of date already. The Epoch Times bad. Yes, I'm sure it is. I feel bad for all the kids whose parents probably forced them to be in it. Who fucking cares? Child actors. Yeah, child actors. They're the ones that are like, they're the ones that we need to really be worrying about. Actually, they probably are if they're in Hollywood. Oh, hi, Handpopper. I'm losing my mind at this point, to be honest with you. I'm just watching cooked videos by cooked people. By the way, this guy does not look like this. He's like fat and has a beard and shit.
also in the education system.
So today we're gonna
Being gay was harmful because people didn't realize you could transmit AIDS that way. Oh, shit.
talk a bit about genders. We are here to support you.
I feel like I
Docudrama. Okay, so it's reality TV's bastard cousin.
couldn't breathe.
If you like the stream, you should consider liking the stream.
My aching body.
Okay, what? So what are we supposed to be looking at right now in terms of this trailer, right? So we've seen the bits of the trailer. They're showing us that there's going to be, quote, experts who are going to be talking about this. We've shown people who are...
How is he somehow talking too fast at this speed, but also still not fast enough? Oh god, we've got a British fucking loser. Something about the Tories, I can't be asked to go back.
talking in the dramatized version of this, but who is this character here?
Fell to the floor.
Who are these people that we're focusing on? Why do these characters matter? Are these the characters? Are these the fake experts? Like, which one are
I've
they?
talked to hundreds, if not thousands of parents. Our stories are all the same.
No, the fuck, they're not.
So basically, when someone has an argument, have you ever considered no? The stories are not going to be as different as you think as well. How many older men have I watched so far? What do they all say? I've had these feelings since I was a kid. I had thoughts since I was a kid. I'm the same. I used to say the same shit. Like, yeah, on some level, they probably are pretty much the fucking same, bro. No, the fuck they're not. What the fuck do you know? You don't know this person. You don't know what these people have spoken to. You've just got an ideology, and that's all you need. You don't even have to do any of your thinking. It's just fucking there for you. It's great.
Which one are
I've
they?
talked to hundreds, if not thousands of
Talk to hundreds and not thousands of
parents.
parents.
Our stories are all the
Our stories are all the same.
same.
No, the fuck, they're not. You can pretend they are, but as somebody who has...
Okay, this person's just pretending they're the same. Great argument, bro. Amazing. How old are you? You looked about fucking 40 when I saw you. And yet somehow you sound like fucking... I don't know. Sounds like a fucking 20-year-old fucking bread tuber.
Has friends who are parents of kids who are gender non-conforming in a variety of ways. The story is not always the same. But, you know, if you have just a bunch of conservative parents...
Oh my god, this is actually... Well, my anecdote trumps your anecdote. Does it, though? Does it, though? Oh, wait, no, none of it matters, because as long as your dipshit audience believes what you believe, that is all that matters.
Maybe you're going to pretend your stories are all the same, because that's way easier.
Told my parents if I wasn't
You're just pretending because that's way easier. Jesus Christ. You're just dismissing everything everyone says in this thing straight away because it's easier. You do the same shit. I'm on to you. I fucking know. I've seen this shit before. I know what these stupid dipshit allies do. It's the easiest shit in the world. If I was a fucking cis man and I wasn't good at anything, I could do this. Because all you do is just affirm and affirm and affirm. That's all you gotta do. It's so easy. And just disagree with everything Epoch TV says without having any fucking clue who the person is, who they've spoken to, in what way they mean that these stories are the same. There are fucking plenty of ways in which plenty of trans people I've heard from, their stories are the same. I hate to break it to you, bro. It's not as deep as you think it is.
allowed to transition, I would be at risk of suicide.
This was a group where they basically gathered vulnerable children.
Oh, that was Chloe Cole. I'm amazed there wasn't a fucking... Oh no, here we go. She's gonna get mentioned. Here we go. All right, I'll watch the bit about Chloe Cole and then I probably will stop because this is the stupidest fucking shit. I watched Cyrus when he was all about atheism. Why do all skeptic YouTubers go crazy for like this and go far left? I don't know if it's because trans people also tend to hate religion. It's hard to say. I'm not really into atheist content, so I would think about watching something and thinking whether it's just an ideologue thing or what, but I don't know. I don't know. And atheists tend to be, I guess they're more likely to be on the left because stereotypically, I guess a lot of the evangelicals are on the right. But it's hard to say. And this isn't skepticism. This is the opposite of skepticism. This is ideology. This is having an agenda and pushing that agenda.
And taught them that it was us against them.
Would you rather allowed to transition? I would be at risk of suicide.
This was a group where...
Yeah, so many people have said that, by the way. Would you rather have a dead kid or an alive kid? Like, you shouldn't be saying that shit to parents. He doesn't seem to have much of a problem with it, though, so I don't know.
They basically gathered vulnerable children and taught them that it was us against them.
Would you rather...
That's kind of true. Listen, I've been comparing this shit to what's his name? Steve Bannon for a long time, for a reason.
Okay, so let me go ahead and offer a bit of a correction there. So if you are a child and you realize you are
Oh, he doesn't know who Chloe Cole is, does he? Oh my god.
trans, there is a chance that your parents will not like that. If your parents do not like that and you still realize that you are trans...
Realize that you're trans, not how it worked. Before, his channel name was Cyrus the Skeptic, but dropped it when he went off the rails. It's still Cyrus the Skeptic, like the URL at Cyrus the Skeptic.
Stop says...
I mean, this is the same as all the fucking skeptic shit. It's the same as fucking Skepchick. It's the same as whoever the fuck else. There is absolutely no, like... there is absolutely no skepticism when they talk about trans issues. It's complete bullshit. Debunks. What the fuck have you ever debunked? Still no ad block. Yeah, I know, right? It's almost like I have bills and shit to pay. It's almost like I don't live with my parents.
Then,
Also, hey Stuart, I hope you're well.
Wonder what's going to happen. There's going to be a conflict. Us versus them with children and parents is also a normal thing that has happened in every generation across the fucking time.
Oh, we're downplaying the idea that we should be pitting, like, this, would you rather have a dead daughter at... We're downplaying?
Okay, so let me go ahead and offer a bit of a correction there. So...
She didn't even finish the fucking sentence, by the way. Would you rather have a dead daughter or an alive son? Which is disgusting. You shouldn't say that to parents. And it does make it seem a bit us versus them.
If you are a child and you realize you are trans, there is a chance that your parents will not like that. If your parents do not like that and you still realize that you are trans, then, I wonder what's going to happen. There's going to be a conflict. Us versus them with children and parents is also a normal thing that has happened in every generation across the fucking timeline. Because...
So the fucking... are the least skeptic people you ever cross. Very true. What was I going to say?
Us versus them with children and parents is also a normal thing that has happened in every...
Why would you be okay with, like, the medical institution doing this, though? Why would you be okay with a medical institution pushing this kind of mentality? Like, to me, that's completely cooked. Like, this person, in my opinion, is influencing kids. He is part of the problem. Yes, I agree. Fully agree. Fully. This is, like, gross. This person is... I don't even know what to fucking say. This is, like, shocking. They don't know anything about any of this shit.
Every generation across the fucking timeline.
They've had a bunch of fucking queer kids fucking in their chat, fucking telling them whatever minuscule life experiences they've had. And now this person thinks he knows everything about fucking trans people. It doesn't work that way. This isn't allyship. This is bullshit.
Because of a variety of things. Again, if this were a few generations ago, this would...
Well, people are trans for lots of different reasons. It's like Peter Tatchell. We shouldn't generalize. And, you know, well, trans people, you know, there's lots of trans people. And, you know, we shouldn't generalize trans people, you know. It's just Peter Tatchell again. It's just Peter Tatchell with a stupid fucking avatar.
Would be a propaganda piece about the problems of dating black men. If this were a
propaganda piece, I'm watching a fucking propaganda piece, bro.
Few generations after that, this would be about people being forced to be gay. And, you know, now we're here, it's a...
Whenever he turns the screen off, he goes off on some rant that I think he thinks is meant to be, like, the most amazing thing ever. But to me, it's all like... This is just fucking dumb as fuck takes that you microwaved, probably from your shitty audience, let's face it, because you're just a man who's decided that you're obsessed with trans people or whatever the fuck. Peter Cushing. I know, I'm talking about Peter Tatchell. Did I say Peter Cushing? I don't even know who Peter Cushing is. I'm one of those people. I'm good with names, So like I remember random names constantly, and then I don't actually know why I know their name. But I was thinking of Peter Tatchell. Oh, Peter Cushing was an actor. That's probably why I barely know who he is. I don't watch many movies. I'm that person that everyone's always like, what, you haven't seen this movie? And I'm like, no, I haven't.
About the trans kids. Do you know the rate of detransition? Do you know what the rate of detransition is? It's less than 1%. This is to say that, yes, there are...
You don't know this at all. You have no idea. You have no fucking clue. You don't even know why you think this. Maybe you do. Maybe you read some fucking study. Usually the accepted number is 8%, but even that number's too low because there's issues with the fucking data. Many studies, there are issues with the data where if you use your fucking brain, you might realize that they're missing a whole lot of people who just disappeared for no reason from the service doing the study, and they're not counted. Are they not detransitioning? They fucked off to no longer transition, but they're not detransitioning? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. How do you fucking wake up in the morning? Tatchell has always been bad. Back in the day, he was just the loudest kid in the village. Oh, hi, Mr. Clacker. I think Sam will disagree with you on that. I don't know much about Peter Tatchell. I've seen him like in 2 things, and I wasn't impressed, but they were both recent, so.
Are people who realize they are trans early on and go on to have happy and healthy lives as trans people, and then there are a small percentage of people who don't actually go further. Like
they don't realize they're trans. How can you realize you're trans and then unrealize you're trans? This is so stupid. Why do people talk like this? Every tiny thing makes no sense. Every tiny thing is fucking cooked. He's dating a trans person. Okay, that'll do it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like because I am a trans person, I should also be like cooked in the head over this stuff, but for some reason I'm not. So I don't know. I'm just enjoying. I'm enjoying however long it is I'm capable of thinking for myself, I guess.
Realize, oh shit, maybe I'm not trans, and then they decide to detransition. Less than 1% of those people do exist, and they do matter.
Less than 1%. You're a liar. You're actually just lying. You don't know this at all. And I tell you why you don't know it. It's because it's not true. Even the most ardent fucking data hounds that seem to think that these studies are like the best thing since sliced bread, they'll still at least take figures like 8% from like whatever the fuck study it was that had 8%. And even that wasn't right. It was supposed to be like 13 or something. It's way more than people think it is. And these people are part of the problem because they lie. They lie so fucking much. It's such bullshit. I'm getting so fucking angry. I'm so sorry. Very Juliet. Totally, data is not comprehensive and not even representative. Yeah, of course. Like, a huge problem I see in a lot of studies that a lot of us have kind of seen, they tend to ignore people that ghost their clinics, and the people that detransition like officially, like through the service, the gender clinic or whatever, that's being studied. Yes, I am. You'd probably get what I'm saying. I don't know. Would I be happy if my partner started a channel like this? If they were misinforming children, then no. If they just started a channel with some weird avatar and talked about stuff that I don't find objectionable, I wouldn't care. It's about lying to people. It's about bullshitting people. That's what I have a problem with. And this person isn't even trans. This is the kicker. Like, these people are allies. They don't have any fucking skin in the game. He's dating a trans person. Amazing. Well done. It differs based on definition of detransition, but broadly, current rate of discontinuation of hormones is 30 to 40% and goes down to 5% after surgery. That sounds about right. And like the numbers are all over the place depending on the data, because they don't count people such as like people that ghost their clinic and don't get back to anyone. McKinnon does good detrans research. I should look into that in that case. Thank you.
Band of Motor says, I mean, to be fair, parents who are skeptical do end up being treated as enemy number one. Like in Canada, you could be fired for misgendering. You can be fined for misgendering. No, Band of Motors, you don't get fined for misgendering.
You can get fined for misgendering in Germany. You can do time for misgendering in Germany. We know this. Fucking hell. Do I have to look it up? Shall I show it on screen so that this fucking skeptic will believe me? I don't know. It was like 2 radio DJs or something. Yeah, the international and harmful disclosure of someone's prior name or legal gender could attract a fine of up to 10,000 euros. was it? Who was the person? Why are no things coming up? There was a news story about this. Yeah, it was this. 2 podcasters face possible prison and a €250,000 fine for using male pronouns in a podcast episode. Where is it? Where is it? Is there not like a normal fucking... Oh no. Normal media doesn't do things about this because then it'll make trans people look bad. Germany's plans to allow children as young as 14. No, thank you. Okay, what was it? X breaking news. So someone will tell me that this is not reliable. Don't really give a fuck. Let's just see what this person looks like. If I saw this person, yes, I would call them a he as well, because that's what they look like. Don't hate on me. That's just how my brain and almost everyone else's brain operates. Search the Scottish laws. I gotta respect the pronouns even on here. Fucking hell, Jesus. We can do that. Hey, listen, this is, yeah, I've seen adverts about this. This is real. This person is extremely litigious. I'm saying nothing about them one way or the other. I already said that they look like a man. Whatever. You shouldn't be able to force your pronouns on people this way. You shouldn't be able to force people to speak how you want them to speak. I think that's complete bullshit. Scotland misgendering your 7 years of prison time. New hate crime law. This was the kind of shit that Hamza Yusuf was pushing right before he got axed, right? Because I remember Hamza Yusuf. Where is it? You witness a hate crime, report it. Hate crime is an extremely broad thing to say these days. Hate crime can be basically literally anything. Where is it? Where is it? Can't see it. Am I just being stupid? Criminalize the stirring up of hatred. Scotland's new hate crime law. Maximum penalty is a prison sentence of 7 years. I'm pretty sure pedophiles almost never get that long. But sure, no one's getting fined. How much of this bullshit do I even need to fucking watch?
Misgendering in Canada. You're talking about Bill C-16, where everybody freaks the fuck out that misgendering was going to lead to...
Yeah, this is stupid. This person is an utter child. They should not be talking about any of this shit. I'm gonna stop there. Cyrus the Skeptic, fucking terrible. Lying to people. Infantilizing the fuck out of this issue. Aiming at kids, which is weird.